Same place.
Same place. Yeah, we haven't moved. Good morning. Hello everyone, welcome to Life on Board, Amy Jo. Yeah, we're going back in time on this one. Yep. We're in this episode, it's the one where we had all the work done on Amy Jo. We've been telling everybody we're having work done on Amy Jo, so this one, we wasn't going to do a vlog about it, but it's so interesting, and especially as you'll get to meet Kylie. Yeah, she's an interesting bit of kit, I tell you. So yeah, we had all the pop shaft and everything renewed, and I thought you might like to see some of that process. So
it was good actually. As I say, being lifted up whilst in the boat on the crane was an experience.
Yeah, that was interesting.
And actually that day was the day that Eileen and Pat came and saw us off of Narrowboat Quest.
Yeah, my Narrowboat Quest.
Narrowboat Quest.
It was lovely to see them.
They came and saw us, and the bloke on the ground said, "Oh, we need to move you." So
while Pat and Eileen were on board with us.
Yes, so we just stayed in the scratch, and that was it. It was like being on a fairground ride, actually.
Yeah. So I hope you find this one interesting, folks, and we'll catch up with you later.
Right. Amy Jo is being lifted out to have a look at our prop shaft and stern gland or whatever. But to do that, we've got to get the balancing right. Just adjusted the straps a bit.
Trouble is, she's either going forward or backward.
We can see the stuffing blocks in the bearing. Yeah. We've got a graunchy bearing we've got snapping blocks, which is mounted on the 8 kilometres. There's a plate line. It's there. Whether you want to hold on replacing, we're going down on the 10th.
And it looks like another slight adjustment to be done.
Last year, we were coming up from Wolverhampton, and we got snapped last time. You know the high tensile steel cable runs across the top of the railway line for the electric train? Yeah. I feel happy now. Yeah, I'm going on time. Okay, don't worry. I mean, enough people will change the give us a little shot. I mean, it's 9-year-old. Just done well. Time shadow mirror. The only other thing to think of is we don't want to go across. That's another reason to get it out. Again, it's the original block.
And there's a view of the bottom. Don't often get to see this part of the boat. So she's just come out of the water, and she's going to be moved over across onto those blocks. Whether I actually want to stand here doing this, I'm not certain, to be honest. But hey ho. I'll feel happier once she's sat back down on blocks than suspended by that cradle. There we have her. She is actually out.
So Amy Jo is literally hanging around waiting for the trailer to take us round to the hard standing. Lovely. So the gentleman that just walked past is the gentleman that's going to be doing the work for us, but they're now lowering her down onto the trailer and we're going to be moved round to a hard standing. He's just informed me that they've got all the parts we need, so tomorrow he can start doing the work for us, which is absolutely brilliant news. So day or two we should be back in the water and underway again. Like I say, the bank manager won't be very happy, but there's not a lot we can do about that. This is absolutely amazing. The trailer has steerable back axle, so we can literally turn Amy Jo on a pin. She's absolutely amazing to watch. Well, just have a look at this behemoth. This is what they're going to use to get Amy Jo off to the trailer. My God, it's like something out of a science fiction film. Well, I don't know if you can hear me over the engine of this, but the crew here affectionately call that Kylie. It's one hell of a lift, I'll give it that. Dwarfing Amy Jo, makes her look tiny. Been well out of the way of this thing, but that massive beam across there, that's what lifts Amy Jo. It is humongous, this thing. Okay, so here's our problem. The bit at the bottom of the camera is the gland, stern gland, which is adjusted to stop it leaking. But notice this bar across here. Yeah, that is the cutlass bearing there. And our problem is a leak just here where my fingernail is. Now, that shouldn't be happening, and it's dripping water from there. So we think what's happened is when we got the wire around the prop, it's actually bent the shaft, and the shaft has been vibrating a little bit, and that's caused that to crack, we think. So all that and that has got to come out. We're having a new shaft fitted and a new propeller, a new gland box, and a new cutlass bearing, which is that bit at the back there. Hopefully today. So save him trying to take all the rudder out and all the rest of it, he's chopped the old propeller off the shaft, as the shaft is going to be replaced anyway, so that should make it easier to remove the prop shaft. There's the old rudder down there,
which we'll look in a bit more detail later. There you go, guys. There's the back end. So this is where the packing is to stop the water coming in, and this is what they call the cutlass bearing on the back here, and this is where it's leaking, just here, look, and it's all loose and it shouldn't have been. So this is where we're getting it done. Now we've added the gland box or snuffing box onto it, and it's just got to be lined up and straightened up, and then we're almost there, I think. The prop shaft's in, it's got to have its couplings put on, but I think it's only in there just to test the make sure everything lines up and it's all good. So far so good. While all this work was going on Amy Joe, we had a call from Patrick and Eileen from our narrowboat quest. They were local and they wanted to come and visit, so they came and spent the afternoon with us on board Amy Joe. But while they were with us, this happened. Just been told that we've got to move to allow this boat out of the shed. So Kylie's been woken up and we're going to be on a move. Hooray, and up she rises. Sorry about the bouncing around, that's the boat bobbing up and down. And of course, while all this was going on, poor Pat and Eileen were still on Amy Joe with us. But it was lovely to see them. We had a super afternoon. It was great to see you guys. The new prop is now in situ, and Jim assures me that that's much better. So the shaft's sticking out a lot further than it should be, because A, he's putting the packing in the gland box, but also the engine is slightly out of line, so they're going to have to sort all that out as well. Presumably when we got the wire round, it may have caused a little bit of shift. We don't know. It could be just it's moved over the 9 years she's been in the water. We mentioned the engine was out of line. You can see clearly there, look, they've put the alignment plates on, took the coupling off, and you can see the engine's sitting slightly right of the shaft, and although you can't see it on the video, it's actually sitting a couple of millimetres lower.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're just going to adjust all the engine mounts for that. There we go. New stern tube, new snuffing box, new propeller shaft all installed, a brand new rudder sitting on the end of them. Yes, it's dripping a little bit because we haven't tightened up the packing bolts to stop it leaking, which he's going to do when he comes back, and then we'll do an engine run. So there's the coupling all connected up and looking good now. So all I've got to do is clean up and put all the floor back in the back end here, and we're good to go. And just for information, this is one of the engine mounts here, this block under here, and you can actually see how much the engine was out, and that's how much he's had to move it sideways to line up on the shaft. So she was quite a way out. So, but it's all done, lines up perfectly apparently. So there we go. Well, there you go, folks. Now you've met Kylie.
Yes.
What a beast, eh? Shook us when that came round the corner. I've never seen anything so big.
Yeah.
But there you go. Apparently she was a straddle carrier for containers.
Yeah, 3 stories.
3
wasn't it?
stories, 20 feet higher than she is now. And the engineer that took the top off wanted to call her Kylie so he could say that he'd actually took Kylie's top off.
Men, I don't know.
There you go. So that's it for this one, folks. I hope you enjoyed it and found it interesting.
Yes.
We certainly did while the work was going on, that's for sure. So again, thanks for watching. Do stay safe. Give us the thumbs up if you enjoyed it, please. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to be alerted of our next vlog. And we'll catch you next time. All right, well, there we go. Bye.